Hello everyone, I am RTS Man, and today, continuing on with the Grand Tactician Civil War CSA playthrough, in particular right now, just a recap for everyone, we have the Army of the Shenandoah and the Army of Northern Virginia moving through Maryland. I was going to move General Pillow to Baltimore, but then I realized probably not a good idea to split them up. The whole reason that we've been successful so far is because we've got our armies combined like this. We are also just about to get some more men from... Oh wow, that's a... Jesus Christ, that is a lot more men than I thought. Alright then. We just introduced a conscription act as well, as you can see there. A very effective conscription act, it would seem. Alright, and while that's going on, we've also got General Porterfield preparing for an attack against... against Pittsburgh. Why did it take me so long to remember the word Pittsburgh? Yes, and at the same time as that is happening, we've got General Cleburne and General McCulloch hanging tight at Evansville, Indiana after their last victory. Probably just going to keep the Army of the Northwest under General Porterfield hanging tight until they can get more men and move into Pittsburgh. We also are very close to having both some British weapons imports, and let's see if we can order some Whitworth rifles. As you see, effective range 600 yards, slow rate of fire, but definitely has a lot of utility. Ah yes, and our Lorenz rifles are almost here, 15,000 of them. Oh shit, the Army of New England is moving to... let's see, how many men is that? 19,000. Okay, so we'll probably send Johnston there on his own and to engage that force. Okay, the Department of the Ohio is here, and the Army of Indiana is a bit behind them. Interesting, so they're trying to strike at us from two sides. Well, we're on the defensive. We've been dug in here for a good bit, so this should... I mean, they do outnumber us by about 5,000 men. But we do also have a bunch of rifles, so maybe they'll have smoothbores, and that'll give us an advantage. Alright, so we'll leave the Western Army under Beauregard in reserves. Well, no. Yeah, we'll leave the entire Western Army in reserves back here, because the enemy could come from any direction, and well, we won't leave the artillery in reserves, but everything else, yes. Yeah, because the enemy could come from any direction, and I want to have a lot of reserves ready to respond if and when they do appear, or when they do appear. So what would be smart for them to do, I think, is to set up artillery back here and try to hammer us from a distance. After all, the numerical superiority they have is not infinite, so a smart commander would want to maximize our casualty. You know, every casualty we take hurts us more than it hurts them, so they would want to make their strike heavy and make it early. Or make their strike heavy and from a distance to maximize the casualty ratios. There they are. At the double quick. We have our first contact with the enemy. I'm keeping all of my men in position until, well, most of my men in position until I see reason to do otherwise. Okay, here they come. Let's send in Cutshaw to try and engage Hicks in the side. And let's do the same with Pemberton against Stockton. Again, it makes perfect sense for them to try and push their numbers advantage like this. Which is precisely why I'm not going to let them do it. Ooh, Adams doesn't look too good, does he? But the 1st Brigade is not looking a whole lot better at present. Let's try and deploy Trapier around the side like that. Ah, they're trying to charge, is it? Almost looks like they're trying to charge down the center. Oh, we lost some of our artillery. Missouri Brigade is looking poorly. Casualties are in our favor at present. Pretty heavily. And with every enemy that falls, it gets... Yeah. So we seem to have a numerical superiority for in the meantime. But unfortunately, I can't split off any notable part of my force to aid. Cutshaw did good work. Pemberton is not looking too nice right now. But thankfully, Stockton probably isn't long for this world at this point. I mean, taking fire from 2 sides, and one of those is rifles. Yeah. You know, from the way they're fighting, I would think that the enemy is only using smoothbores. I think our ideal situation is a reality. Reynolds' men are just basically winning this entire battle. They're basically fighting the entire battle right now. Oh, I see Adams has rotated to engage Stockton. Good, good, good. Now Steedman has arrived. Well, we're keeping the casualty ratio rather favorable, and if we can break off the Department of the Ohio, then we can actually achieve a victory out of this. Alright, we'll have Parsons withdraw. Trapier can hold his ground for now. We've managed to relieve a significant amount of the pressure off Pierce, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, him being out. Trapier being out there. Yeah, we'll leave Cutshaw where he is. I'd like to get a fresh unit in the fight. Trapier is keeping up his fire. Good, good. And to make it even better, there is currently no sign of Steedman's army. We have essentially defeated the Department of the Ohio, and there's no sign of the other 7,000 men. Oh, even Pierce is getting in the action now. He's getting to fire, finally. If, what that brigade, you know, judging by what Gleusel is doing. Yeah, there's no sign of the other enemy. Gleusel is launching another attack. Oh shit, here we go. Another attack by Greusel's brigade. Because that went so well the last 6 times you did it. Jesus Christ, is this the Civil War or am I fighting Kitchener here? Oh, we've almost broken Greusel. Where the hell is Steedman's army? I mean, Greusel keeps attacking and we keep pushing him back, so that's nice. There we are. That's the first sign we've had of Steedman's army. Yeah, so the remnants of the Department of the Ohio are preparing for another attack as Steedman's army of Indiana arrives. And they've been repulsed again. Because some things just don't change. Let's send Slack around the right flank since they seem to be putting some extra pressure on that. Oh, Sickles is there. I wonder if Dan Sickles is going to make a completely idiotic move and defy orders. Oh, there goes Starr's cavalry. Oh, they're going for a full-on assault. Well, if anyone can push back Sickles, it's going to be Breckinridge. Damn it, we can't leave any more gaps on this side because then the Department of the Ohio is going to take advantage of that. There they go, running away. Oh, that's my artillery. So my artillery in this sector here, so I think we've got Sickles under control at this point. But Breckenridge is definitely in a rough place. Oh shit, we lost one brigade. Who was it? Nice, nice. We're actually managing to break them off. Hang tight, Hawes. You can get through this. I think we lost Pierce, did we? Oh no, we lost Parsons. That was the brigade. Yep, Parsons the one that broke. We'll have Danville Ledbetter get some fire into the side of them. And I'll see if it would be worth doing to get Slack in there. Yeah, getting Slack to fire into Graham's side sounds like a good idea. I don't know if it's actually a good idea. William Slack. You know what, let's get him to engage. Oh, wait, no, apparently he has decided to engage the 1st Brigade there. Who's wounded now? Oh, wow, we got a lot of reports coming in. Cooper is wounded, okay. Cooper has lost a lot of men, has he? Oh, shit, Cooper just ran for the hills. Now let's get Ledbetter in there as well. Between Rains and Ledbetter, we should be able to manage something out of this. See, once we break the Army of Indiana here, we'll be able to free up all these men over here, all of what's left of Beauregard's men and most of Cleburne's, to go and engage. There we go. With Ledbetter's help, we managed to break them. Okay, Taylor's withdrawing. Knipe is... Okay, Knipe's withdrawing too. So most of this front is calmed down, which is nice. Let's get Trapier back in the line. Uh-oh. Oh shit, not good to withdraw Trapier yet. Oh fuck, we lost someone. We gotta open up a gap. Who was in good enough shape to plug that? Let's throw Waitman in. A double quick. He might be able to get there in time. It's going to be cutting it close, that's for sure. Butler and Breckenridge are really pulling through this quite well. So we've almost dealt with Sickles. Good, good, good. Graham is looking very rough. We deploy Slack against Taylor. Waitman is moving to plug the gap left by Pierce. Is Trapier moving? Yes, Trapier is moving. Or about to. Alright, we're almost into major victory territory. When you consider that we have draftees to deploy, this suddenly becomes even better. Sickles is getting his ass kicked right now, frankly. Let's deploy Rains and Ledbetter against Taylor. Trapier can engage Brown. I don't think his ammunition shortage is going to be much of a problem at present. We'll just need to stop the enemy from mounting some massive, attritional attack, trying to just weaken our forces for the next battle. Well, at least we managed to make a mockery of Sickles, it would seem. Even if that's not a very difficult thing to do. There we go. And that should be the end of Union resistance in Kentucky. Which means we can move on to Louisville and bring Kentucky into the Confederacy. Things are finally turning around in our favor. Yeah, Adams did damn well in that fight. He deserves some recognition. And we almost have our Sharps rifles ready. Alright then. With the Confederacy finally achieving a significant victory in the Western Theater, and with the Eastern and the Far East Theater looking very, very nice for us, with all of these new draftees, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. I am RTS Man, and have a good day.